Alright everybody, I'm going to show you today how to grow squash and zucchini. Very simple. What you want to start out with is a mound. Raises up about 6 inches, about 1.5 feet in diameter. You can see here, this is a little squash plant that we planted a while ago. We start most of our seeds in solo cups. Believe it or not, the white ones are the best. And that way we can kind of get an early start on it. But once the plant gets about 3 inches tall, you come out here and bury it. Bury the roots and leave it up, you know, about 1.5 inches coming out of the ground, and make sure to water them good in the morning. If it's really hot outside, give it a quick douse in the afternoon. Not too much watering in the afternoon or you'll cause funguses to grow in the plant. But you can space them out about 3 feet. You can see some of the more mature plants over here. They do get very big around, about 3.5 to 4 feet around, and they will overlap each other. And you can see here, this is actually one plant, two, and then overlapping with a third. So, and those are spaced out about 3 feet. So kind of give you an idea of the spacing you may need when you're planting zucchini and squash. Are very, very similar plants. They look identical except the flowers, when they bloom, they'll actually make, one will make squash, one will make zucchini. So you can see here, we already have some flowers blooming, which will turn into squash and zucchini. So there you have it. Kind of a better picture on this side of how they're spaced out. See, between that one and this one, it's about 3.5 feet, about 3 feet between that one and the one to the right of it. So there you have it, how to grow squash and zucchini.
Welcome to another allotment diary. Right, we've been busy down at the plot. I've recorded a special all about potatoes. You can see the main crop potatoes there, and all about the problems with potato blight, which has affected this plot at the end here. There's still potatoes in the ground. You can see like there and there. I've cut the tops off. They've all been put into bags, which are going to be disposed of at home in my brown bin, which the council will come and take away and dispose of. But potatoes are still good. They're still looking very nice. Lots are in the soil. I've been using potatoes for about the last week now. I'm absolutely loving it. They're delicious. These are first early, so technically they're new potatoes. And I must admit they're rather large for new potatoes, but they're fantastic. So let's have a look what we've got over here. Quick update on all the plants. We've got a sunflower starting to flower. They're meant to be taller, but you know, again, late. There's one there. I'm late with everything, unfortunately, this year, so it's just going to have to cope. These main crop potatoes are flowering. Let's have a look there. Look, you see a flower there. Very pretty. So these are pretty much ready. So I'm going to keep an eye on these and just let the tops continue to grow. But if any sign of the blight strikes, then it's all coming off. You've got, I think these are called the Purple Majesty. And then these ones right in the end are pink fir. And you can see there's a difference in the look in the foliage. The purple ones are actually more purple. The rosemary bush is doing remarkably well. It's a shame it's there. It's really in the way, but unfortunately that's just the way it is. You can see here how the weeds have grown over the path, and then look, you can see when I've cleared the path, you know, it's taken over a good 1.5 foot of the path. Right, I've got sweetcorn in. Got some more to go in just there, but I've got some sweetcorn in. The New Zealand yams are just sitting there. They're not doing much. They're not very interesting, but apparently they just sit and grow leaves, and then come autumn the tubers all start to appear, so they're not going to do much yet. The onions are not really doing a lot either. They're growing, they've got lots of greenery, but I can't see the bulbs swelling up yet, so we're going to keep an eye on those. There's a few bolted, so I pulled the flowers off. So fingers crossed that they're actually going to do anything. These are some runner beans from home, and those are some dwarf runner beans. And these are the other runner beans I planted last week. They've recovered a bit from the shock of being planted, and they're growing upwards. The cucumbers, though, they're not very happy at all. This one's perked up a bit. They definitely had a big shock when I moved them. They really weren't very happy, but they're picking up. This is where I'm planting the these runner beans. You can see I've got a hole there. I just put the other one in. It's just a simple teepee with some twine around it. and they'll just grow upwards there. There's the courgettes are in the ground again. Not doing much. That one there's been eating a bit, so that's a bit of a shame. The blackberry bushes though, they've grown quite substantially this year, so I'm going to have to do some of those. I'm not entirely sure what yet, but I think I'm going to have to give them some sort of support and train them, because they're growing over that way, which I don't want them to, because that's where the gooseberry is going to be. The goji berry has shot up. Look, we've got all this growth. There's a nice big long growth there, so it's going to have to be staked. So I've got a thing here, a bamboo cane, so I'll stake that. The gooseberries, well, they've not really done much. Haven't really done much, but no, never mind. We'll see where they go. Cauliflowers, got loads more of these coming. There's possibly cauliflowers forming in the middle yet. They're still very young, so let's see where they go. Some leeks still need to go in. Rhubarb, this is the rhubarb plant that I thought wasn't going to make it, that had died back to just a little twig, but looking at that, it's looking very healthy. You can see there's some very healthy new growth in the middle. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 plants. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. Plus the other one on the other side, the mature one. That's going to be really, really tasty. Over here, the beetroot, which was looking very pathetic last time I think I showed it to you, it's perked up. Look at it. It's all standing up. Let's just move those lumps of manure. Let's get those away so the plant can grow. But you can see they're looking very nice. They're growing lovely. We've got some radishes, mixed lettuce leaves, rocket, and then that little grassy type stuff there. Those are spring onions. They're coming up very, very nicely. So fingers crossed there. That's looking really good. Another couple of weeks and there'll be some salad ready to harvest there, which I'm really quite excited about. I'm looking forward to that. It's all hopefully be ready around about the same time. The bay tree still doing well. It's happy. Just need to finish sorting this bit out here. This is just going to be mainly decorative, just so people that come by look at it and see, oh look, the plot looks nice more than anything else. Let's just get that out of the ground. Yeah, just don't want it seeding everywhere. Peas, they're doing the business. Some of the older ones, there's a few weeds in here that need to come up. I haven't weeded this plot for a few days. There's a couple of quite big weeds actually just over here. Let's just get some of those out of the ground. There you are. But the peas are looking good, so fingers crossed I'll get some peas off those. You can see over there, those are the new ones that I planted not too long ago on one of these videos. And over there, there's some of these blooming raspberries growing in here. So all these raspberries are coming up soon. That's the job for the autumn. And the apple tree's looking nice, looking healthy, plenty of healthy growth, so can't grumble there. Quick trip over to the other plot. Let's just show you over there very quickly. There's not a lot going on this plot, I'll be really honest with you. I do have a load of broccoli and cauliflower to plant, which I think might go over here, though I'm a bit nervous of planting it, purely from the point of view as there's quite a lot of slugs and snails on this plot, and I don't know whether I could defend them from it. But what we've got over here is pumpkins. They're looking quite nice. They're much happier since I put them in the ground. And you see that one there's really starting to take off. And then over here we've got butternut squash. So there's flowers, buds forming. Now what I've done here is, where each one of these went, there was a fourth one there, but it's been devoured by slugs. The trouble is I saw the trails, no idea where they come from, I can't find them. So they've devoured those, but they seem to have mostly left the others alone for now. But what I've done, pumpkins are very greedy plants, so I dug quite a deep hole, a really deep hole, filled the bottom with manure, so I used about half a bag of manure, mixed it all in with soil, put a layer of soil on top, and then planted the pumpkin on top of that. So when the roots go down, it's going to get all that nutrient, which they're really, really going to appreciate. There's the other lot of raspberries, which are much more self-contained, so I like those ones. There's another potato plant. These things are cropping up everywhere. There's one there. I don't know where they're all coming from, so they're all going to have to come up. There's the pine berries. These are just annoying now, to be honest. So all these are going to come up. and they're all going to go in the planters. Same with the strawberries. Now, we've had a reasonable crop of strawberries this year. Certainly can't grumble at them. Could have done with more, but then all that where that's grass, that was all strawberry plants, and they've all died where the grass has edged them out. But there was quite a lot of strawberries. A lot of them were very small though, so I think, to be fair, I'm going to pull all these up. They're all going to go into planters, and they should produce much better fruits because of it. But that's the allotment so far down here. There's loads more work to do as always, but we're getting there. We're getting on top of it, and so the pumpkins are starting to grow again, way behind everyone else, but fingers crossed that they will produce a good crop for me later in the year. So fingers crossed for me there.